Next on HBO. He wants to stay a kid forever, but that's a little hard to do with a baby on the way. Kevin Bacon, Elizabeth McGovern, and Alec Baldwin. She's having a baby. Next on HBO.
What is a geological event?
It's coming,
It's going to destroy everything it touches.
and you can't stop it. Tommy Lee Jones, Anne Hayes, Volcano.
There's going to be a million dead people if we don't evacuate.
Coming in April on HBO.
When I think about the Lady Vols, I think about the pride, the heart, the tradition. Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Well, I think anytime we lose, I have to look at myself and my preparation and where maybe I went wrong.
Stay down, big people. Stay down, big people.
Get up in line and let's go. Push it.
Last year we had 10 losses and we were down and out, and then we came back with a focus.
Be aggressive!
I think it's important that you understand what you can gain through competition and striving to be the best.
Get tough! Get tough!
It was our time, and we didn't give up, and we won a championship.
Where there's heart, courage, and the will to win against all odds, there's a champion. A Cinderella season. The Lady Vols fight back. Premieres Thursday, March 26th on HBO.
Tonight, it's on HBO. At 8, this guy will kill for good medical attention. Woody Harrelson, John Seda, The Sun Chaser. At 10, A Prayer for the Living, Spike Lee's acclaimed documentary, Four Little Girls. And at 11:45, Paradise Lost, John Voight, Bing Rames, John Singleton's Rosewood. The Sun Chaser, Four Little Girls, and Rosewood. HBO is on tonight.
Aspen, Colorado. Skiing haven for the rich and famous, and for 4 days in March, the home to the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival, featuring the newest, brightest faces in the comedy scene, along with some of the legendary greats in the business.
Oh, yeah!
As HBO gears up for another year in Aspen, here's a look back at last year's 4 coolest days of winter.
It's great to be back here in Aspen. You know, of course, Aspen's an old Indian word meaning...
Hey, I'm Bob Odenkirk. I'm David Cross.
The strangest show on television. Still always breaking wind.
You did this for 1 year, right? I was in SCTV and I had a 1-year contract. How did you feel when you weren't asked back?
I have a sty in my eye and a song in my heart.
One time I took out a belly dancer. She told me I turned her stomach.
I call this piece advertising. No cash, no problem. No kidding. No fuss, no muss, no risk, no obligation, no red tape, no hidden charges, no down payment, no entry fee, no purchase necessary. No one will call on you. No payments or interest till December, and no parking.
I like it when they summarize in the TV guide or the TV newspaper where they go, wife vanishes. And you get it, by the way. Oh, I like to see that.
I got an obscene phone call like 5:30. The guy was like, "What are you wearing?" I said, "I haven't decided yet."
By the way, Bozo called. He wants his hair back by 4.
I mean, if Pluto was a dog, then what was Goofy?
Right.
He seemed to look like a dog. He was the same thing, except why did Pluto not talk? Why was he like the dog? I mean, it's just that the reality was all screwy to me, and I wrestled with that for a long time.
This year's fest features U.S. Comedy Arts Festival tribute to Monty Python, with a special reunion of the legendary comedy troupe.
Could I have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam? What do you mean? I don't like spam!
It airs on Saturday, March 21st. So look for the Pythons and more behind-the-scenes action from Aspen and the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival here on HBO.
Next on HBO. He wants to stay a kid forever, but that's a little hard to do with a baby on the way. Kevin Bacon, Elizabeth McGovern, and Alec Baldwin. She's having a baby. Next on HBO.
They let him into their house. They let him into their hearts. They had no idea who he really was.
Francis Austin Dwyer.
It was all lies, wasn't it?
A.K.A. Frankie the Angel.
Everyone has their ghosts.
He was a unit commander, Irish Republican Army.
I'm here to bring him in.
Harrison Ford, Brad Pitt, The Devil's Own. Premieres Saturday night at 8.
He was an underdog who believed, and then delivered a stunning knockout victory over four-time champ Terry Norris. Now, Brooklyn's Keith Mullings defends his title for the first time. Plus, he overcame personal demons to win the junior welterweight championship in a staggering upset. Now, cruel Vince Phillips puts his crown on the line against Alfonso Sanchez. Two fighters that shocked the world. One dramatic doubleheader. World Championship Boxing. Live Saturday night at 10, only on HBO.
You're stranded.
Hi. Folks all right?
This isn't good.
Your wife disappears. And there's no one you can trust.
You the fella looking for a spot?
How far would you go to save her?
Get down on the ground!
Kurt Russell. Breakdown. Coming in April on HBO. It could happen to you.
A man with no name, no master, no allegiance. Hero or villain?
You want to live. Never leave my side.
Val Kilmer, Elizabeth Shue, The Saint. Coming in April on HBO.
The basketball world goes mad in March, and Real Sports takes you into the asylum. Two Arizona State players bet their futures they wouldn't get caught shaving points.
$20,000 is good money.
They lost.
You're going to get caught. We'll find you out eventually.
Real Sports with Brian Gumble. Premieres Monday night at 10 on HBO.
Nothing is out of bounds.
Getting the band back together.
My God! Help us!
If you thought the 70s are back in fashion, get ready for another pop culture flashback as sights and sounds of the 1980s drive two new movies.
What do you think of the jacket? Oh, man, I would lose that glove. You're looking nuts.
First, Adam Sandler has the title role in the 1985 set comedy The Wedding Singer.
It's over. Please get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before you jinx the band and they break up.
The object of his affection is Drew Barrymore, but Sandler says the movie's also a valentine to a decade he loved.
Hey, do you like Flock of Seagulls? I can see you do.
I was happy all the time in the 80s. I was growing up. I was having fun. I liked the music a lot in the 80s. It was an uptime.
You don't stop to rock to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie.
I liked the Rubik's Cube. That was always fun. When I figured it out, I'd have myself a cake.
No one will ever solve that.
It feels strange, like I'm doing a period piece in the 80s. It seems quite surreal to say that, but this is a time that a huge amount of people, especially right now in the universe, can relate to, and I really do think a good backdrop for this love story because it adds so many other layers.
I got you something. It's called a CD player. It cost me like $700, but the sound quality's outstanding.
Meanwhile, another icon of the 80s is back as Dan Aykroyd finds a fresh comrade in soul. John Goodman in Blues Brothers 2000.
Blues Brothers Band? I thought you guys were all in jail.
Really, when John Belushi passed, I thought that it was over, but House of Blues evolved, and it was just through the evolution of House of Blues that I figured, well, maybe there was another story to be told here.
And this is Mighty Mac, the new lead singer in the band.
I had heard a rumor that Danny was working on a sequel. I called to volunteer my services in any capacity, be a cop, carry lights, put up scenery. I just wanted in. I wanted to have something to do, be around that great energy of that band and that concept.
Also fresh to the Blues Brothers family, Joe Morton and young J. Evan Bonifant, who admits when casting agents called, he hadn't seen all of the original film.
When they asked me to audition for it, and the breakdown said that I was a pint-sized imitation of Elwood, I was like, okay, can we rent the movie Blues Brothers? When they asked me to, on my last audition, to do a little dance, they put some sunglasses and a hat on me, and I started doing Elwood's dance, and so I guess they liked me.
Next on HBO. He wants to stay a kid forever, but that's a little hard to do with a baby on the way. Kevin Bacon, Elizabeth McGovern, and Alec Baldwin. She's having a baby. Next on HBO.
In the past, HBO has circled the globe in search of exotic places to bring you world-class comedy. From New York City's Radio City Music Hall to Red Square, from Aspen to Aruba to England, and now HBO is jetting me to Austin? It has potential.
The Round Midnight Special, Paul Rodriguez, Idiots and Armadillos. Premieres Friday, March 13th.
It grows on you.
Hey kids, it's Dennis Reanimator Miller.
It's alive! Alive, I tell you! It's alive!
Hi, I'm Dennis Miller. Join me on the next Dennis Miller Live as we look at the Oscars, that 3-hour tour of stars, speeches, and bald egos. Man, I can't wait to see who gets Best Foreign Animation Editor. Good luck, Fazi Deshuka!
The Emmy Award-winning Dennis Miller Live, an all-new episode Friday, March 20th. Part of Round Midnight, Fridays late night.
Join me on my next show for my Oscar coverage. My pick for Best Actor? Gotta be Clinton, right?
Tonight, it's on HBO. At 8, this guy will kill for good medical attention. Woody Harrelson, John Seda, The Sun Chaser. At 10, A Prayer for the Living, Spike Lee's acclaimed documentary, Four Little Girls. And at 11:45, Paradise Lost, John Voight, Bing Rames, John Singleton's Rosewood. The Sun Chaser, Four Little Girls, and Rosewood. HBO is on tonight.
July 20th, 1969. Man first walked on the moon. Where were you?
As pertains to the 1969 Neil Armstrong walking on the moon, I have no cognitive memories of that, but I do remember, as if it were only yesterday, Michael Jackson's moonwalking. I believe it was on the Oscars. It might have been the Grammys or the Emmys, though, I'm not sure, but I do remember that feeling of elation and feeling it was one giant leap for pop lovers everywhere.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
From the Earth to the Moon. Premieres Sunday, April 5th on HBO.
The following movie is rated PG-13.